all you beautiful souls. Thank you for watching. I really just wanted to open up to you guys and just open up. The strongest souls, in my opinion, are the ones who've gone through the most suffering, the most pain, the most confusion, and the harder times in life. This goes for everyone, not just me. I'm not trying to be selfish. I know every single one of us has been through some fucked up shit. And it's all been hard. But look at you now. Look how far you've come. As I was a little kid, I was raised with an older brother, a mother, and a father. As I was growing up, my brother decided to run away early on. I was probably about two or three. He ran away. Of course, that was hard. I remember giving the officers his picture, crying. Just crying. I'm like, will you please find him? And that was tough. I was only three then. As I was going throughout this, my parents wanted to move away from the hometown we were in, so I was left with my lovely grandmother and grandfather and grandmother that loved me very, very much. I stayed with them for a few months. It was not negative, it was just lonely. It was lonely. I didn't have my mother or my father. I was missing my brother, etc. And we had moved out into a suburb of the city. And once I had got back there, I was with my mother and my father again. Everything was okay. I had also started school, instantly felt left out. And as I was going through school, and I felt, okay, just with school, because this is not going to change throughout any of this video. I was bullied. I was kind of frowned upon. No one liked me. No one cared to try to like me. No one tried to know me. No one knew me because no one tried to know me. They were very rude. They would make fun of me. They'd make fun of how I looked or how I talked or how I dressed or just how I carried myself. And instantly it started affecting me. Instantly it did. And I was since I was there's school. There's school. So we're going back to when I was with my mother and my father and everything. We were in the suburb. They got divorced when I was around 8 or 9. I moved often as a child. I was constantly moving. They got divorced. That wasn't very negative either, necessarily, because they were still very good friends. They kept their relationship afloat for my sake. I was not held from any of my parents. I was not separated from my mother or my father due to any personal reasons. There were often times where one of them was gone. At the moment, they were doing their own thing in their own life, just trying to settle stuff out. And as I was going through all of this, um, my parents and stuff would meet other people and they would get into relationships and stuff. And a lot of these relationships were very negative and toxic for me. For example, my dad had a girlfriend one time, and I honestly, sorry. I remember her one day, they got into an argument or something, and glass was being thrown across the house. I was, yeah, like glass was being thrown across the house. There was a bunch of screaming, yelling, negativity. She was literally trying to bring physical harm to me. My father wouldn't let that happen, obviously. Got a couple scratches and stuff, but nothing like that. Was never like really abused. I'm thankful for that. Anyone that's been through that, I fucking feel for you. And if you want to talk, I'm fucking here to talk because I understand. That was one. Also, my mother got with an alcoholic. That wasn't very fun. He had a couple of abusive daughters and shit that would pick on me, and that they weren't very nice. And I don't like people that, not that I don't like people that drink, I just don't like the aspect of drinking now. Really messes with me. After all this, it's just, all these little things just started to barrel up inside of me. Alongside the fact that I was still in school, I was in like 6th grade whenever that happened, and I was still more confused and lost than ever. What I did in school was I slept. I slept in school. And I went into school, and to an extent, I picked up grammar and like language and basic math skills and like necessities in a way, shapes, colors. But then when it started getting towards like stuff that was almost too complicated for me, like even like long division and stuff, I was sitting there in my head like sleeping, like, why am I learning this? This is not serving me. I'm never going to use this again in my life. And I'm in like 3rd grade, and I'm thinking this stuff. And they're like, oh no, you got to do your work. You got to be smart. You got to have good grades. You got to keep up your grades to go to college, and then use that college to get yourself a job and work with the rest of society and just work your life away, right? No. See, that kind of sarcasm right there is what I've had in my head throughout my whole life. That's also why I'm not very fond of authority. Like even at work, I'm just a normal employee, and I'm sitting here, I'm talking to the owner of the store. There's no difference between us. if I have to, if I feel like something's gonna tell you something, or if I suppress to say something, it's not because you're the manager. It's just simply because I have enough respect for life itself, and for my vibration, and the vibration of everywhere else, just to leave you alone. um, yeah, there was all that, and plus school. Like I said, I just slept through it. I didn't do any of my work. Everyone called me stupid and thought I was a nobody, and really thought I was worthless. See, one side, when I'm sleeping in school, one side is gonna say, okay, they're not going to care. And then the other side is going to look into every single negative aspect that they can. They're going to think, oh, he's lazy. He's not going to go anywhere in life. He's not going to do anything. He's stupid because he's not learning what we're learning. Etc. Like stuff like that. I might even have to make a video about public education perhaps in the future. There was that burdened me a lot. Throughout, once I got into a certain point in high school, I eventually dropped out. I dropped out of high school. Why? Wasn't serving me. I didn't feel like it was serving me. That's it. That's really it. Like, I feel like I would rather have just sat home and played video games, honestly. It's not even lying to myself. That's what I would rather have done then. So that's what I did. Feels good to talk. This is just a talk video. It's a talk. Throughout all of that, see what else. I feel like those are really the key points. Just what I went through my childhood, how I felt so alone, how I left out. I was very left out in school and everything. People would leave me out. I often felt very left out of the activities and stuff like that. Of course, I didn't have very many friends as a given. Not many friends at all. I actually didn't like to talk to people. This is one thing that I've had to learn to overcome within these few months, is to actually like sit down and talk to people, like talk in front of a lens. Because I've always been so wary of what other people would think of my views and my perceptions. They're like, oh, they're gonna think I'm fucking crazy. They are. They already do. They already have. And what's helped me is to accept that I am crazy compared to the rest of how society sees stuff, and that's awesome. Because if you're crazy and you're different, then you're going far, as Ralph Smart says. Let's see. About 10 minutes of this. I'm gonna wrap it up. I guess it's just me talking, having a little story about myself, just so my followers and stuff can just, feel a deeper part of me, and to really just hear me open up about not even a specific topic, just about what's in my heart. Thank you all that watched this video. Peace and love. Peace and love to you all. Also, I am going to start making more videos because I would really love to get better at talking. I'm good at talking to people and I'm really good at like pointing stuff out there, but it's hard for me to stay on a topic and to really just pick out topics about that topic. Like I'm very scatterbrained. I'm literally everywhere. Like one subject will roll to a new subject and that subject will roll to somewhere else. I just let my whole brain snowball. Peace and love to all you beautiful people. More is coming soon. Goodbye.